Okay. Okay, I'm recording this video right now. It's going to be all about understanding what 4/4 means in a piece of music. A lot of times, by the way, this circle is where the light is, just so that I know. But okay, let's make a treble clef right here. Okay, put 5 lines, 2, 3, 4, 5, and have it be in 4/4. So when you see this, let's put one flat here. This is the key of F. Maybe if I kill the light, let's see how that looks. A little bit better? Okay, yeah, a little bit. All right, so now there's your treble clef, okay? There's one flat here. I'm in the key of F because F has one flat, and it's B flat, okay? So that's why I put a B flat right there. I'm in 4/4 right here. So what's this 4/4 mean? Well, the top note tells you which note gets the beat. And the bottom note is telling you, the bottom note here is which note gets the beat. Sorry. See this, all this chat and the inhaling of the markers? It's making me go crazy. Okay, here. So here we have it. Top note means beats per measure. Beats per measure, and the bottom note is telling you which note gets the beat. Well, you're probably saying to yourself, Walt, that's awesome, but what the heck do those mean? And this is the answer, okay? Let me erase that. That you know that of your notes, you have eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. Whole notes, let me move this down, we know get 4 beats per measure. Half notes we know get 2 beats per measure. Quarter notes get 1 beat per measure, and eighth notes get half a beat per measure. Let's not worry about these eighth notes right now. But when you see this top part that says 4 beats per measure, the way that you know of what you can fit in that measure, well, if I put a line here, let me erase this. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me put it here. If I were to move this over right here and move it down, let's put a treble clef, okay, and 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's put a line right here, and then let's continue over here. All right, now let's put this in 4/4. The way that you know what a measure is in a piece of music is that a measure is the difference or the distance or whatever between 2 bar lines. Well, at the beginning of a new piece of music is a bar line. So here's a bar line, okay? And then right here is also another bar line. So this distance right here is your measure, okay? And there's my Rocky Mountain M's that everyone always makes fun of. So, okay? So here's your measure. So if this top part is in 4/4, which most music is, at least most popular music, is in 4/4. Top note says beats per measure. So what's that mean? Well, it means that with every measure, I can put 4 beats. So you have a choice. You can, and you can mix it up any way you want, but a half note gets 2 beats. So I can have 2 half notes right here if I want to. And in no way can I ever put 2 half notes and a quarter note here in a measure of 4/4. Because look, it's saying 2 beats plus 2 beats plus 1 beat. Okay? Something's wrong here. So if I wanted to put a half note, and a quarter note in one measure, I either got to take this quarter note and erase it so that it's in 4/4, or I can keep this quarter note here, but I got to change this, guys, to 5/4. Because I got to tell the performer / musician that that there's 5 beats in that measure, not 4. Okay? So now, let's continue this. Now that you guys understand what the top part means, you know what, let's erase this. And instead of putting it in 5/4, we can also put, if we're in 4/4 right here, we can put 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. A quarter note only gets 1 beat. So let's put 4 quarter notes in that measure. Or let's put 8 eighth notes. 8 halves is the same as saying 4 wholes. Okay? By wholes, I mean 1 beat. I don't mean whole notes. Or we can just erase all this junk over here and put 1 whole note. Okay, so let's erase that and put a whole note right here. There we have it, 4 beats. Okay, so now, you guys understand that. Hold on, wait. There we go. All right, so now you guys understand that. And let's look at the bottom note now. Okay? The bottom note is saying which note gets the beat. That gets a little bit crazy, okay? But I'm going to do my best to explain it to you guys. Let's go back down here. And this is telling you how many beats per measure for each note. But the way that you know which note gets the beat is, let's erase this, and all the numbers change now for the bottom note. Whole note is designated by 1. Half note is 2. Quarter note is 4. And eighth notes are designated by an 8. So what's this mean, Ribeiro? Well, check it out. Which note gets the beat? Since I'm in 4/4, it's telling me that there's 4 beats per measure, and that the 4 gets the beat. What's the 4? Your quarter note is your 4. So let me just explain this again. Here we go, guys. 4 beats per measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. If I were in a measure of 4/2, let me erase this. If I were in a measure of 4/2, it's saying 4 beats per measure, and the half note gets the beat. Okay? Let's say I was in a measure of, so now you guys are starting to understand time signatures now really well. Let's say I'm in a measure of 7/8. Okay? 7 beats per measure. Does anyone know what the 8 means? Which note gets the beat in a measure of 7/8? Stride gum. What's going on? 8. Okay, Stretch said 8th note. Yeah, you got it, bro. 7 beats per measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. Okay? So let's erase this, and now you guys understand what 4/4 means. It's just saying 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat. Another quick trick for it is, let's say you're in 4/4. Okay, keep it simple, right? The trick that I've learned is that the trick that I always say to myself is that when you're in 4/4, a quick way is that there are 4 quarter notes in that measure. If you're in 4/8, you can have 4 eighth notes in that measure. And there doesn't have to be 4 eighth notes. It doesn't have to be like this. That doesn't have to be your measure. It can be 4 eighth notes or any duration equivalent to 4 eighth notes. 4 eighth notes is 2 beats, right? So it can be a measure of 4/8 can have a half note in it or something. Half notes get 2 beats. 4 eighth notes also get 2 beats. All right. So are there any questions about this? I know it's confusing, but repetition is the key. And then if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I can probably answer them for you right now before I stop the recording. We're talking about right here is, what does 4/4 mean in a piece of music? Okay? Okay. Okay, everyone's good?